This is my introduction speech. My name is Sarah Rebecca Armstrong, and I'm the third oldest of 11 children by my father and 9 by my mother. Growing up, I have had several nicknames given to me by my family members. Tay Tay and Potato Chip are the two right now. My grandmother and my brother Gideon calls me Tay, and my father and my brother Zebulon calls me Potato Chip. For what reason, I'm not sure where Potato Chip came from, but I have grown to kind of like it. It's cute, I guess. I am 37 years old, and I have been living in Virginia my entire life. I bought a dog named her Copper. She is a little 5 pound golden toy poodle, and she has been with me for about a year now. I grew up in Yorktown, Virginia, until I turned 19, and then my father moved us to Newport News, and I have been living here ever since. All of my family still live in the area except for my mother and my sister, whom live in Texas and have been there for the past 2 years. We are very close and get together all the time, and just like it was growing up, our events are full of fun and hysterical laughter. When we get together, it feels like it did growing up, always noisy and entertaining. There's just so many people around, we have trouble sometimes trying to accommodate our large family somewhere. I went to York High School and focused on business and administration and graduated in 1996. I got out of high school and started working in telemarketing for a few years. After I got tired of telemarketing, I went to school for medical administration and never got to pursue it because I was offered a job as an administrative assistant at the Holiday Inn in Hampton. I was making more money there doing that, so I just stayed and got promoted through several positions. I worked in the hospitality industry for about 8 years, moving from an administrative assistant to a convention services manager and then to a sales manager. I hated the sales manager position and I will never go back. I then decided while working in the hospitality industry that I wanted to work for myself. Growing up with so many brothers and sisters, we had to do each other's hair, and I learned how to braid and do other things I just never did professionally. While I was working in the hospitality industry, my two younger sisters started doing hair, and I went into it professionally. So I decided that I would too. The good thing that anything I did not know, they would be able to teach me. I was working in the hospitality industry and doing hair and got laid off from the hotel when the economy got really bad in 2008. So for the past 8 years, I have successfully owned and operated a hair salon in Newport News, Virginia. While operating this business and learning the accounting aspects of it, I decided that I would like to get a degree in accounting. I learned a lot, and I would like to earn a degree in this field to maybe own an accounting firm or work for a major company. Who knows what I will end up doing? My mind is always looking for new things to get into. I enjoy learning new things and pushing myself to greater expectations, so we will see. One of my life's goals is to earn a degree. I was always afraid of going back to school, but I managed to do well on my courses. Everyone told me that online classes are so hard, and I was a little afraid at first, but I found them to be very convenient and challenging at the same time. The hardest part to me is just staying on time and with the work that's due. I think my talents include cooking, sewing, doing hair, renovating, refurbishing things. Singing and writing songs is also one of my passions, even though I don't do it much anymore. But I still have a love for it. I think about it all the time. Right now, I spend most of my time renovating my home when I'm not doing hair or homework. I love to see how things you invest your energy and time into can turn out. I think that one of my most embarrassing moments would have to be when me and my mother got into a car accident in our front yard. What? I was backing out. I was backing out while she was pulling in the yard, and she did it so fast that I hit the door of the truck. The worst part about it was that the truck belonged to my brother, and we had to tell him what happened. It was really funny at the time, and every time I think about it, it makes me laugh because he could not understand how we managed to do it. Crazy thing is, that is the only accident I have ever been in. One of my most memorable moments is when I got to sing the national anthem for the Monster Truck Show that was at the Hampton Coliseum. I was working for a producer, singing backgrounds and other things. He signed me up to do it, and I couldn't believe it. It was a great moment for me. I rode into the Coliseum in one of the monster trucks. I jumped out, and I was in front of about 18,000 people staring at me, scared out of my mind. But I was determined to kill it, and I did. I was not going to let this get the best of me. It is something that I will never forget. I loved it. It was almost like a high for me. Once I got into the song, all of my fears just went away, and I was so proud of myself for being able to do it in front of that many people. I can't really say that I have a role model because I have a strong belief in God, and that is who I follow, if anyone. I read my Bible and try to treat people as I would like to be treated, and that is my main goal for life. Thank you.